I'm sorry. So sorry. Thank you, baby. That took long, huh? Because you got paid. Did Rosa take my ace? Lily, do you have my ace? Do you still have it? You want to keep it? You want to keep for today, right? I don't know what she's going to do with it. Scary. Are you going to tell us what are you going to do with it? Secret? Scary. You are enemy today, right? Enemy. You all have your name tags, right? Olive. So I said today's meeting team Chuchu and make a wish. Make wish means including minus your homework. Right? All right, I think I'm gonna just do the live YouTube for Gusa so she can watch it later, okay? I think I might do the same thing, those who are absent, Emily and Ella, okay? Not this month, but later, right? I'm gonna just film this, I'm gonna send the link and you go home and watch it, okay? I think this is better than just a 50 minutes makeup test, makeup class, okay? All right. Okay, she's not here, Rosa's a little sick, so we're gonna say, hi, Rosa, hi. We all miss you. Get well soon. Oh, she had that thing, right? That's why I think she's feeling well. She isn't feeling. All right. Wow. Welcome to my MS A4 class. All right. So I will show you the thing that we need to talk about. Okay. This is all of you. You know, July 15th is a big day for you because you're going to do 3 things. ACE, TP class, right? And then you have interview and then you have presentation, right? I said presentation, you don't need to worry about it because the first presentation we're doing here, I think it's 14, right? 14. First presentation we're doing here, that presentation you're going to do it on July 15th. So exactly same presentation, okay? So if you do this, then do the same thing on the July 15th. An interview, I'm going to give you a little handout, maybe 2 or 3 pages. You just keep reading it, and from that article, the interviewer is going to ask questions from that article. You don't need to worry about it, okay? And see here, just general English test, you just take it, okay? The only thing you need to concern about that article, just keep reading and comprehend. If you're being asked any questions, answer, okay? And presentation, just because you have to present it to your ACE interview, you're gonna do the rest. So only this first presentation you're gonna do, I'm going to check your writing, okay? So when you finish writing, I will correct your writing and you are going to practice with the final draft, okay? So when you come here in class, you're gonna just do the PowerPoint slide. Okay? But when you do your interview in case, you don't need to show your slide, just do the normal. Understood? So I set it on your homework, so prepare for your first very presentation, okay? Yeah. And then after that, we have a lot of fun because we don't do the presentation, we don't do the activity. We are going to do debate. Okay? two will sitting here, three will sit, two sits here, one will be a host, and you are going to argue pro and cons, okay? Yeah. So I think since Julie's the only guy here, I think he's going to do the host. Okay? You're the MC, okay? And then maybe 2 and 2 can pair up, okay? You know what? I will show you the video, so don't worry about that. Okay, the first presentation you need to worry about, okay? Is that understood? Yeah. Okay. I don't need to do the special orientation because you're all set and you're good to go, okay? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to look at your book. Wow, you know what? This became one of my favorite books. You know why? You know why? Because you know some other books, well, it just has one part, right? Let's say some of the start and only dealt with the word of people and you know, right? And trying to help and escaping Jewish people, right? Nothing much. And the mixed up files is just two siblings trying to get on this journey, adventure, and discover something, right? And finding the freedom, okay? They were fighting with the confinement, injustice, monotony, okay? It's just a little adventure thing between brother and sister, right? And they fulfill their dream and goal, right? But this one, oh my God, I love it because you know why? This book deals with drama, friendship, family, value, dream, plan, and this last thing is the most important. And death. And the last is not important, but love, romance. That is such a young. There is a that pays love. Understand? But also betrayal. Is that all understood? It just deals with so many different things, so many other things, including romance. That's why I love this book. Not adult grown-up romance. You're talking about 12 years old girl. She thought she'd find the true love. But you know what? She was being used and abused. Her true love was someone else that she never thought. Is that understood? Isn't this interesting or not? Very interesting. What do you call somebody who likes too many girls at the same time? What do you call them? Playboy, right? Yes. Okay. Who do you think is the main character? Even though the title is Ocean 50, Olive is the main character. Do you think a fish is the main character? And who? Martha. Okay, so we have to dig into Martha, right? But on the other side, the friend that Martha had never met, okay, by surprise. Who is that? A girl or friend, you call it friend that she never met. Who's that? Oh. So the main character is Martha, but title is Olive's Ocean because Martha represents the whole story too. Why? Because the friend that she wished she could have, but she never met. So she kind of like dedicates this whole thing to the friend she wished she could have met, but she never had. were in the same classroom. It's just that they were never close. Why do you think she brought her here? Why? Because she brought Martha's name on her. She never thought, right? Is that understood? Instead of this is Martha's ocean, this is Olive's ocean. This book is for her. This book represents something. Is that understood? Yes. Okay. So you just need to know that Olive is the girl who's in the story too, right? Because she's a bad person, right? Okay, so I'm going to ask you to look at the first page, the Atlantic Ocean. So when you think about the ocean, what comes to your mind? Ella, what comes to your mind? Ocean. Oh, what? Really, what comes to your mind when you think about ocean, the Atlantic Ocean? You do that, right? Yes. Do people love to go and visit ocean? Yeah. Why? Because you just feel something. The sounds of wavy hitting, right? The smell of it, right? You can walk on the sand, right? You can play with sand, right? You can catch fish, you can swim. You just feel big. Something else, right? It's not like it's just a swimming pool that you go in and swim, right? The Atlantic Ocean means big thing, big dream. Maybe something, a place that you've never been or you could never be. An unknown place, right? You don't know what kind of species under deep water, right? So the Atlantic Ocean symbolize something that you go beyond. Unknown things that you could have or you wish to have in your lifetime. Is that understood? So I'm going to ask you to look at the background knowledge. Jane, go ahead. Ready, go. Excellent. Stop right there. So who you said is the main character? Martha. So her family goes to visit who? Gabby. Who's Gabby? Grandma. Gabby Gabby, right? So where does Grandma Gabby live? Yes, right? I mean, she doesn't live there, but around there, right? Yes. So you need to understand where Martha's family goes every summer vacation, right? Grandmother's house. Whose grandmother though? Is this father's side or mother's side? That's important. Is this Martha's father's side or Martha's mother's side? Huh? What do you think? I mean, you haven't gone that far, so what do you think? Do you think it's Martha's father's side or mother's side? Mother? Well, let's make a bet. Father, raise your hand. Mother. Okay. Wrong. Father's side. You will find out why father's side. Okay? Yep. Okay. Her name is, do you think her name is Gabby? Do you think her grandmother's name is Gabby? What kind of name is Gabby? Who calls her grandma Gabby? Do you think that's her real name? No. This, you need to find out why her name, or they call her Gabby, okay? The two things. Why this is her father's side, father's mother, and two, why they call her Gabby. I'm sure she has a real nice name like Jane, Ella, right? Her name is not Gabby, okay? Okay, keep going, Jane. Excellent. So it just tells you a lot about what? How big this place is and what it's surrounded by, right? You know, it's surrounded by what? Most of it, water, right? Only 20% is what? That's why it's called ocean, right? And it just tells how big it is, right? That means when we all see the ocean, there are a few things or a couple of things we can think of. It's unlimited. When you look at the ocean, you just feel these thousands and millions, right? That means you can just conclude with one word. Is that understood? Go ahead, Jane. Okay, forget about the numbers, but it tries to tell you how big this Atlantic Ocean is and how dangerous it could be. Because they're talking about sharks and this, right? And also they were talking about the temperature, right? That means how cold the water can be. So what do you say? Big this is, how known this place is, cold this can be. That tells you what? Wow, beautiful. What? It can be very dangerous. Because something that is this beautiful could also be very dangerous. You know what I'm trying to say here, right? Why do you think I said it? Because that's what the main character is going to face. She's going to face it. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go back to what this book deals with. This book is very simple, baby. It's deceptively simple, and it could provide topics for discussion about values, honesty, guilt, morality, mentality, okay? And trust, family, ambition, dream, love, romance, and death. Finding love at such a young age, 12, right? But not only that, sweet part is on this book, but also finding, yes, not once, twice. You have to find out what I meant by twice, okay? You already know, right? When you look at the cover page of the book, she is not a living character, right? Yes. But how does the main character find out about the death in such a young age? By what tense? And also, did I say romance? That, and also betrayal. Betrayal. Betrayal by who? Who do you think? Betrayal by who? Her family? Who? Oh, friends. But what friend? Do you think betrayal from her school friend? Maybe? What do you think, Lily? Betrayal by who? Well, you don't know it yet, right? Right? But you know, not betrayal from her family, right? The friends. Close. Gonna find out, right? Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. And on the bottom of your workbook, the 5 oceans of the world. These are 5 oceans according to the size from largest to smallest, right? The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Southern Ocean, we call it Antarctic Ocean and Arctic Ocean, right? And 5 oceans cover more than 70% of the Earth's surface. So you know the Earth is covered with water, most part, right? And then little part is just land, right? But land, let's say land, 29%, that's almost 20% is what? Forest. So we don't have most of it. Do you have any questions about it? Right? This is not a history class, so I'm just going to skip the part. Just know that every summer, where does Martha's family go visit, right? Who? Gabby. Gabby is not her real name. We have to find out why they call it Gabby, right? And where does she live? Yes. Why do you think Martha's family goes to visit her grandma by the Atlantic Ocean? Because this place is amazing, beautiful, right? But I also said this amazing, beautiful place can be also what? Danger. It's not because of sharks. No. Right? Right? Yes. All right. So I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Have you ever been, you know, I hate the questions they come with, have you ever, right? It's so like 2-dimensional. Have you ever been to the ocean with your family? Of course, we all have, right? And what are some fun things? What are you talking about? There are too many fun things you can do, right? Just being there is fun. What is there to talk about, right? And what do you mean? What do you want to do? Anything, right? Yes. I don't want to discuss about this one, right? And then second, is there someone in your class who seems to have, this? Is there any friends at your school who seems to have no friends? No? What can you do to help classmates and friends? How can you do that? You can be your friend, right? Or you can be nice, right? Do you know anybody? Well, let's say, what if, okay, I'm Gabby, I'm a student, I have good friends, nobody knows me, nobody likes me, I'm lonely, nobody loves me. What can you do to me? Like, I know, how do you help? How do you buy what? Love me, help me. No, look for me. Nope. What else can you do, right? Are you done? Yes. All right, I'm not going to go through how to play Artiste, and I'm going to just skip this because this is all your first writing is going to be. So we are going to be talking about this when Rosa gets back here, okay? I just know that we have first presentation, something relative to this coming up, okay? Okay, so I'm going to ask you to look at very first chapter. Chapter 1. Do you have a subtitle here? Yeah. Okay, what is the subtitle on chapter 1? A beginning. So what beginning are we talking about? Chapter 1 just takes like a bit. Oh, stand here. Oh, are you a Martha Boyle? This is a letter from my daughter, Olive Parslow. She left this for you. The reason that I brought this letter because your name was mentioned in the letter in the journal she wrote. I think you should deserve to have this because she said you were the nicest girl. Understood. By surprise. So who visits Martha Boyle? Why? Why can't all of you just come and give to her? Yeah, but why could not come here and give yourself? Give, because who she? Olive? She's dead. She died by a car accident, right? But why did her mother bring her journal? A piece of paper of her journal. Why? Why do you think she want to have? Why do you think she want her to have it? Why? It's her daughter's journal, then why does she have it? Not only her name mentioned, but something else. Why? Really, what do you think? Why? Why? Why does she have? Yes. What did it say on her journal that made her think that Martha Boyle should keep this piece of page from her journal? Something else, more than that. Not because her name was mentioned. Her name, not only her name was mentioned, but something else was written in the journal, made her mom to give this piece of lily. Why? Let me tell you why. Why? You have to find that baby. Yes, find it. It says on her journal, I wish I could have known her. Who? Martha, right? I think she is the nicest girl in my class, right? I like her. I want to be friends with her, right? That she was the only kind of person that Olive have ever mentioned in her journal. It's like the whole journal, there was nobody mentioned with her name. But in class or school, when she was alive, right? It seemed like she had no friends. She wanted to be friends with Martha, right? Sad. What a surprise, right? That's why all this mother wants Martha to have this piece of journal, right? Is that understood? That's a big surprise. So Martha was very confused. She did not know what to do. She wished she could only wish that she had known her better. She wished she had a chance to talk to her, right? But it's too, right? So let's look at chapter 2, the end. An end. What do you mean? We finished the story. So what do you mean by the end? It just tells whose life is end. Olive. You know how she died, right? How did she die? Yes, but do you think that is the important part here on? No. What's important about chapter 2 is what kind of girl was Olive? She was a quiet girl and unremarkable. That means she was very conspicuous. Nobody knew who she was. Nobody knew that she was there, right? No friends. So you don't know what she was really like, right? Okay, and chapter 4, hopes. What hopes? This is more focused on the girl who died, who? Olive. So I said this book deals with the hopes and dreams too, right? It sounds very familiar, right? What hopes did Olive have when she was alive? She had 3 hopes, baby. This is very important to know. What hopes did she have? She wanted to write a book. That means she wanted to be a writer. But what kind of book did she want to write? Chapter books. But not just chapter books. What kind of chapter books? I don't know. Maybe she wanted to write something else, but she wanted to write a book that has chapters, right? And what kind of hopes, second hopes that she had? Ocean. Ocean. That she wished she could have something Martha is going to have. You get it? Yeah. Everything Olive wished, that something that everything Martha has. Maybe Martha is taking things for granted, okay? You feel that? Sometimes everything that you wish for, you don't have it, but somebody else on the other side has it. What do? You want to be friends with her, right? But what happens in a case like this? You have no chance. And third hope is what? Three hopes. She only had the hopes that all ended the day she was. Isn't that sad? Don't you think this is too soon? Right? Do you think Martha realizes what's happening? No, not yet. But do you think she's going to find out? Of course, she's the main character, right? Okay. So chapter 1 to 3, we found out that this book deals with death too. I said it. Did I not say it? This death is the most important thing, baby. Okay. Don't worry. There's a romance part. You're gonna love it, right? And chapter 4, Martha's father. Okay, this is I said. Okay, Martha's father is Lapid. That means Gabby is not young, right? That means she is very old. Means what? She's very getting close to. I said it. This book deals with not in one depth, but two, more than that, right? That means Martha is already experienced her friends, or you don't call her friends because they really get to know each other, right? The classmate passing away, she already experienced that, right? Now she's going to experience another, maybe sooner or later, death, right? Yeah. So tell me more about Martha's father. So what is he now? He is what? I mean, job-wise, a firefighter, a cook, a teacher, a dancer, actor, nurse, musician. Did your storybook tell you? It doesn't. That's interesting. He was a lawyer. Does that mean that he still is a lawyer? Yes, now. No, keeper? I think it's like zookeeper. No? What? Wait. Oh. Shoot. Well, I like that, but just, job-wise, think about it, baby. Use your imagination, baby. That's fine. That's fine. You're getting close, though. Oh my gosh. Writer. Bingo. But listen, what a coincidence, right? Olive Barstow wanted to be a writer. And it happens to be that Martha's father is a writer. What do you think that Martha's dream is? What do you think Martha wants to be when she grows up? Or what do you think she wants to be? You think she wants to be a mama? Okay, this you need to think about, okay? Right? Okay. Then let's look at chapter 5. Lucy. Who's Lucy? So what about her baby sister? Tell me, what did Martha want to tell Holly about? Right? But did she tell? She had no chance, right? Then how old is Martha? 12. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? She's young. Lucy is young, younger, right? Why do you think that Martha wants to tell Holly about Holly? They share things, they share secrets, right? Do you think it would have been different if they talked about it? No? Do you think Holly would care about Holly? That's the thing that they could talk about, right? Do you think that's how right? Okay. Did you read chapter 6? Yes. So what do you think chapter 6, the corner of What do you think this streets represent? What do you think the corner of the Knickerbocker and Monroe? This is the street. Oh, the street is what? Oh, why do you think this is subtitle for chapter 6? The corner of Knickerbocker and Monroe. Yes, please. Wait. What lady? Do you know what spot was that Olive got killed or died? This is the spot. This is the spot. Right? Right? Yes. Why do you think this spot is important? Because Martha? Yes, Olive got killed on this road, but why do you think this is important? Because Martha? Huh? What did Martha do, baby, of chapter 6? What did she do? Huh? Did you read chapter 6? What did she do? What did Martha do, baby? Huh? She kind of, but how do you investigate? She visited the place. She visited the place and imagine, try to imagine, right? Try to imagine what? What it looked like and what it must have felt like, right? But she didn't get it, right? She only felt how horrible Olive must have felt. She was losing, right? You understand? So this was too much for Martha. Don't you think? All of a sudden she receives the letter and now she knows that her classmate dies. And then now she decides to visit the street that her friend passes away, right? And she tries to imagine what it would feel like, right? Right? And then she did something with her bracelet, Martha, right? What did she do with her bracelet? Why? And there's one more thing that what she did. Who and what did Martha do on the top of the curb with a piece of sidewalk chalk? What did she do with it? What did she do? She okay, on page 15. Quickly, she stepped back and wrote the word Olive on the top of the curb in broad capital letters. Do you see that? So why do you think she revisited the place? She is going back to this place, this very spot that Olive got killed, right? Why do you think that she visited the place? Because after she received the letter, she felt urged that she had to go to that place and do memorial things for Olive. I wish I've known you better, okay? I'm sorry that you died too soon. I'm sorry we didn't get to know each other. I'm sorry that I missed the chance. I'm sorry I didn't do anything but you called me a nice girl in the class. I'm I'm sorry you want to be friends with me. I'm sorry that I've never gone to the chance to know you, right? Get to know you, right? It's like memorial thing. Olive, rest in peace, right? So she did that. She wrote the word olive on the top of the curve in the broad capital letters. Then instinctively she unhooked the bracelet from her wrist and coiled it inside the letter O. You see that? You see that? What do you think? Now they kind of became friends, right? That's weird. You know, Olive was right. Martha was a nice girl, right? Said. So from chapter 1 to 6, what do you say? It's too much. One day, a lady, a stranger, knocks up on her door and she gives a letter, a journal, piece of journal, right? Her daughter wrote. She reads it. She finds out Olive Barstow was her classmate. She wished three things. One, she wanted to be a writer. Two, she wanted to go to visit ocean. Three, she wanted to be friends with. But too late. So Martha is going through this emotional thing, right? And she thought, maybe it's too late, but maybe I can visit place the very spot that all the killed. She visits, and she's going through this emotional stage, right? And she did this little memorial thing for Olive, right? I know we're not together here, but still, this is our way of, showing my respect to my dad, right? So she did that. That's yeah. Sad, very sad. So I'm gonna ask you to look at your workbook, baby. Check this. Okay, that's how Martha showed her gratitude about the things that Olive said in her journal, right? I didn't do anything. I wish I could have been nicer, but she said, I am the nicest girl in the class. Maybe she had done something nice. That's why she said it, right? Done? Yeah. So I'm gonna check this. Check there. Are you done? Do you understand what's going on from chapter 1 to 6? Yes. See, Tan? Who Tan Sita? All the characters are 12. Maybe I think being 12 is, that's when the most accepted in your lifetime, right? Yes, 12, so you're 12 in American, right? Well, American age, you're 11. 12 or 11, yes. Okay, so I think you should walk all the chapters that we just talked about, right? Chapter 1 to 6. Can you briefly summarize all the chapters, maybe? Go ahead. Who said yes? Lily, can you walk through all of them? Just briefly talk about please. You have to are you okay? Always mother. But there's a hidden thing that behind it. Why do you think she wanted to visit the spot after she finished reading the piece of journal? Always. There's a reason. Because even though the classmate Olive is not here, Martha found that something between them. We both wanted to they both love to go to visit. People want to be close or friends with. But in Martha's case, that somebody is somebody is maybe not just a boy, maybe a boyfriend, right? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna ask you to sit down, see, baby. Oh, ready, go. Yeah, wow. Spoon. Wow, go ahead, come ahead. Are you sure? Waiting for day. All right, so I'm gonna ask you the real questions, okay? We only have 6 chapters to cover, so do whatever it takes, anything it takes, okay? Ready? So who was a remarkable girl? Yes. So very unnoticeable, right? That finding out that Olive just recently passed away has such a big impact on Martha's emotional state. You understand? Right? emotional. Feelings or touching. So good, like that, okay? Huh? Knee. Cottage. Very mysterious, right? Huh? What is automatically? Huh? Just do it automatically, right? Just automatically switch, right? Yes? Automatically, right? Automatically, right? That you don't think about it, it just comes out, right? What is rouse? Alarm rouses you, right? What is a shadow? Shadow, but it's adjective for shadow, right? No, right? Yes. What is a niggle? Very, right? Sometimes I would niggle. Huh? Sway. What? Just sway? Huh? Oh, sorry. Emotional. What? Emotional is what? That's touching. Oh, I understand. Oh, yes. Bucket. Bucket, if you only catch 2 balls, make a wish because it's hard. No one has caught 1 ball. Oh. Ours is back. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Wow. Sweet guys. What do you want? One more? Yes. No, not already. Okay. But this time you have to change. Oh, you call it yeah? Long-legged Jane cannot. Let's look at the next one. No, impact. Sorry. Oh, minus 3 still. Nibble. What is a nibble? What are these? Oh, yeah. Unique, not unique. Cover five. So far, too late. It's too late. Pink. Six, right? 100. Big giant donut. What is eerie? Strange or mysterious? Jane Pettis. Duo comedian. Let's see. Yes, first time. You have to mention that. Go ahead, baby. Is it 6,000? No. I think John, your brother John knows. Oh, wow, 2 goals. Oh. Gabby choo-choo car. Oh, okay. Do you eat choo-choo?
Well, I have a digital.
Browse is what?
Wait.
Audible audio, right?
Free.
Free back.
Unfold.
Fold. Up. Who was a verdict girl? Olive. What is compel? Make someone to do something, right?
Yes.
Mean. Right? What is alter? Change. You alter your ham, you alter your skirt, you alter something, right? Carry out. Stay in the restaurant, eat. Not stay, just carry out. Up. Represent. periodically. Deadline. You know, your deadline for presentation is 14th, right? Set B, right? Yes, yes, it is. Just don't take them out. Just keep them. That's why I changed the bucket. Yes. 4,000. What do you want? Wow. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Audible is. Stupid. Wow. Wow. 2,000 minus 2,000 is gone. Go ahead.
Very much. I think it. Candy.
Nobody. Say right. We have to represent. Let's see. Mockingbird? There's a mockingbird.
Okay.
No, change. No, you're just gonna take these 4 balls.
Yes, I think so. Oh! It's good. No. I told you. With a kid. Oh, one more here.
How did that happen, Jane? You're good at what's this thing? Is this yours? Go back.
No crocodile. Nice. No crocodile.
Did she give her a tutu?
No.
What? Come on, you really need to look at your books. Lily. The whole journal? The part of the nice baby. A piece of paper from Ulster, right? Minus these things. Well, I have. Okay, it's my time. You don't have it. Okay, just give Rosie. Do you have to look at your book? That's what it is. Right? Only 6 chapters. Right? She was in by a car, right? While she was riding a bicycle. Say all weekends. Get to know that's what Jay said. Yes. First and second and third. Get to know where the boil, right? But I said, get to know, it's not just get to know what to be, right? It looks like whose team is a winning team? With a 3 rock scissors favor.
scissors, paper. Yeah. Scissors, paper. Scissors, paper. Scissors, paper.
Last time.
Paper. Scissors, paper. Scissors, paper.
Hey, come here. I'm gonna minus one over. Come here, baby. Which one? Okay, everybody packed up. Which one? You want to minus for Monday? Monday. Do you want? What do you want to minus on Monday, baby? Did you do your
minus 7?
minus 7?
Not just the 7, the number 7.
Number 7. Okay.
Yes.
Easy and no number 7. Okay, and then you start with.
I can see the point. No, that's the point.
Stop it. You stop.